I'd known, I would have shaved this morning.
I haven't had breakfast yet.
Silent part. All these stupid words like
Oh,
hauntingly ethereal. I just
Wine
don't
number
understand.
one was the number one wine.
I believe
Yeah.
that.
Dried fruit.
I think you're right. It actually could go a long time because there's no
Yeah.
maturation.
Oh, yeah.
Even-
What is it?
It's Corton.
You could say more used to drinking younger wines that might Be great in become 20 years great from now.
Mm-hmm.
in the future, and so you kind of visualize where they're going and so forth. And this, it's kind of, I guess it's there, and it's a very elegant, more feminine wine.
96 points, but then if you really make it clear, but right now it's not a 96-point wine. It's tannic and acidic. But so if you make it clear, because otherwise people would just go, 96 points. I just thought it was.
I thought it was nice and long in the mouth.
I gave it a good score, but in comparison,
What did you give it?
I gave it 92 points.
And where'd you rate it?
What?
Where'd you rate it?
5.
Yeah, I rated it 4. So yeah, we're not.
Because I think
we're not
that if it wasn't
Yeah.
corked,
Yeah.
it would still be a good wine. But in this group,
I don't think it'll be a real long-lived one, though. You look at a wine that's 15 years older in wine 1 versus wine 3. I don't think this wine will really stand up for 15 years.
No, I might.
why not?
I thought it was mid-90s. That's such a misconception about it. The wine's elegant, it's balanced, it didn't have any hard edges, it wasn't acidic, it wasn't astringent, didn't have aggressive tannins
So it
to
should.
it.
So it
I think
should
it's going to go
last.
for a long time.
That's what I mean.
That balanced wines will age.
Yeah,
Just
that's what I
a
think.
little picture of that.
And there was a lot of cherry character, which was really pretty, really,
Yeah.
really pretty fruit, which I'm guessing is what all of you guys loved about the wine.
Right.
And
Fruit and balance, absolutely.
yeah, and it was and it was balanced at that point.
Fantastically today, and so that's why I would rank it number 1, because I just thought that where it is right now. Not saying it's going to be something I mean, obviously it's. I think it's going to age relatively well, but
But that goes back to the whole balance thing. That's why I
Right.
think that wine is so impeccably balanced. That people, even us, we're professionals. We get so caught up in this wines having to be, aggressive fruit, high tannins, and this I think that classic
I'm
example
moving away from that.
of the opposite. No, absolutely. It's balanced wine.
It's a beautiful looking wine. It's clear and translucent and beautiful color. But the first thing I wrote was it was not well evolved. That it was tight, and and to me it was hard to tell if there was anything
For me, it was
beyond
my
that.
96 wine.
wow.
A lot of people loved it, and I demoted it from 94. I mean, from 94 points originally to 90 for the same reason, because it just stayed tight, tannic, and acidic.
Bright fruit, I love the bright fruit.
Yeah.
Thought it had good balance, a little bit of earthiness. Yeah,
The only one I thought that could have been possibly a ringer for something was number 2. I think it might have been the flawed character. It kind of had like a Spanish and old,
It
had that kind of caramel, that American
Yeah.
oak kind of thing, and like an old pescara or something like that. That's not obviously it was, but
But it was
still very.
Actually, that would have been fun to put in there. I
Absolutely.
think.
But if I had to pick one that I thought could have been a ringer, in a non-California way, I found a light mintiness to it, and not an herbaceous mint, like more of a spearmint. Just a slight detection of that. I thought it added to the complexity along with the Brett. I thought it was my favorite young wine.
I thought it was a reserve. It seemed like it had
Extended cast iron, yeah.
Yeah.
To me, it's a very classic, traditional Brunello, old style.
Well, it's not
Brunello.
California Syrah.
There's the purity and there's the floral element that's very pure
Yeah.
to it. But I think it definitely needs more time.
It just has that lactic,
get-
creamy new oak character. It just
Well, it's young. You got to factor in that's young, and it hasn't had time to integrate.
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, but
the
also,
other ones didn't taste like that.
Well, they're 20 years older.
But when they